There was a dude on a bike here that does live streaming that I thought of you whenever he was dealing with
Was he wearing orange?
Yeah. He
that's my
dealt with
friend.
somebody on the corner, the CW media guy.
Yeah, he's my friend.
He dealt with somebody like, oh, you can't record me, privacy. I'm like, oh, yeah, take it out, yeah.
Nah, that's my friend. Yeah, he left early. He said
I was going to come out, I was in his cab.
Yeah, he said he'll be back later at 3 o'clock, the one right here.
Yeah, when the other paid ones come back.
Yeah.
They have
and then the other one's at the city hall at 6. Yeah, 6 o'clock.
I'm down to have open Discord. I feel like a lot of people are afraid to come out, so that's why I need to come out here and have my voice be heard, because it'll be shouted away.
Yeah, I get you. Is that your dad or what?
Huh?
Is that your dad?
No, I have no idea what that is.
How did you meet up with them?
I just walked up here and he had these signs, and then what I agree with.
Oh.
So I was like, can I grab one of these signs? And he thought I was fucking with him at first because everybody's, So I was like, no, I
get
came out
it.
here.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Especially being a local here and dealing with it, like firsthand, and dealing with the illegal immigration, seeing the people and the
I don't know if he's the same person, but when he was, I don't know if it was him, like months ago, and I think they kicked him out of Metro.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think he had the same shirt, Jesus.
Well, he has Jesus, Trump, and all those things.
That might have
I don't
been
necessarily agree with all that, but I agree with the illegal immigration thing. You know? And that's where, like, if people would sit down and have a conversation, even though it's people that agree with... Yeah, even those people that agree with illegal immigration and, say they shouldn't be illegal, no one's illegal, those things, there might be some points that we find common interests on and commonalities on and be like, hey, this is not okay to anybody.
But their feelings always, the thing is that their feelings always, it's like, bro, like, chill out, you get too emotional.
On the regular basis.
Yeah.
You pull out a paperwork, you show them the thing, and they're like, what do you mean it's your right?
Right.
I don't want that.
That's why... Yeah, they easy get brainwashed, bro. Like I'm like, that's why like voting the two parties, bro. It's kind of like it's hopeless, bro.
Well, independent all the way.
It's like now I'm like, bro. Like the conservatives are against the Second Amendment, like, but they were for individual rights, and now it's like you should have had a gun on them. Like, what do you mean he should have? Like, that's his Second Amendment. That if the state in Minnesota has open, if the state allows open carry, then why is an issue? You shouldn't have gone there with a gun. Like, what do you mean you should have? Like, do you not listen to yourself what you're saying? And like, to me, that don't make no sense. Like, oh, you should go with the sign instead of with the gun. But both of your rights that you sort of protect.
Sort of.
What do you mean, sort of?
Okay, so I have my PILB here in the state of Nevada. So there's a certain, like, I had to get fingerprinted in order for me. It's not a concealed carry, but it's like it's my guard card in a sense. So I have to sign paperwork in order for me to do certain jobs, and I have to carry it on me. Just like when you get your concealed carry, you have to have your concealed carry ID with you at all times. And there's certain criteria that you have to fall under while holding and maintaining that weapon in order for you to have that.
Now, is it legal or not legal?
So it's illegal for him to be doing what he was doing. He's
okay, now let me ask you this. What part of the illegality was he doing that?
He was impeding. Did you see the...
Okay, now, this is what I understand. What does the legal right that he had to carry on him turn into a crime because he was carrying now him carrying a gun, it's a crime?
No, so this
is that's why they brainwash you right there. So words are strong and you gotta dissect those words. By you saying, well, impeding, well, yes, obviously, yes, impeding is a crime, but because he had a gun, that makes it...
He would have, okay, so...
I mean, that don't make no sense to me at all, bro.
13th, when he was impeding, he should have lost his concealed carry back then and been arrested at that time. He would have lost it way back then. This situation would have never happened. However, the fact that he died, so from what I saw in the video because, you know, me watching it and assessing it from the different angles, my own personal opinion, what I saw was they disarmed him, and as they were running away, they discharged the weapon. Whether they had their finger on the trigger, which is breaking a weapon safety rule, so then that agent should be held accountable for that, because if you think about it, these other agents don't know where that gun is. They hear gun, 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 he has a gun, and then you hear shots fired, shots fired. So their training is shoot him under the pretense that he had the gun. So I don't hold them accountable for that because they thought that their life was in danger. Does that make sense? However, him starting that, him doing that, if he did that, then
did what though?
Then he should be
But
charged
what
for
did
murder.
Talking about the cop, the pig?
The one that ran away and discharged it, he should be charged for murder.
Okay.
Because he's the one that shot that round off.
Okay.
And then all those people that are trained and they're thinking there's a gun on him and they go off with the sound of a gunfire, they don't know they fired to save their lives. Does it make sense? That's where the training comes in. I don't think that situation should have happened whatsoever.
But I'm still trying to figure out why is the conservatives and the liberals always say, well, he had a gun on him. Okay, he should have been impeded. That's two different situations that you're talking. You cannot mix legality, turn it into illegality because he had a gun. Okay, the impeding part, I get it. I understand that. But what part of the illegality, if having a gun makes it okay, or for a cop, you know, oh shit, he has a gun, so officer safety comes in and now I have to disarm you? Like, that don't make no sense to me whatsoever at all, bro.
I mean, every time a cop brings somebody down to the ground or does whatever, they say, do you have anything sharp on you, any weapons that they need to know about, and they disarm them every single time.
To who?
To anybody that they're arresting. It doesn't matter who.
Oh, if they have a legal right, yes. Okay,
So do you think that they were?
So let me ask you: if I walk here and I have my gun open carry, and a cop comes up to me try to disarm me, you think that's legal or illegal?
No. But the context that he had before, so he was in the road.
Okay, that's fine. Yes.
He had a phone. He was doing the stuff, and then.
What?
And the woman was shoved. I don't necessarily.
Okay, now you just mentioned Alex was on the road, right?
He was in the road directly.
What was he doing? Something illegal or legal?
He's jaywalking, technically illegal.
Okay, so now where did that having a gun him has to do with that?
No, nothing.
So why people bring it up? Because you brought it up. You brought it up that because he has a gun. Like, so what? He has a gun.
I'm saying that's the reason that he ended up dying. Not whether
No. See, you're already. The brainwash has already started kicking in.
Okay,
because he had a gun? Because he had a gun?
No, I'm not saying that he
Oh,
deserved it
bro.
because of that. I'm saying that the reason that it happened and it took place is because his gun was present.
So what?
If his gun was not
So
present,
what?
If his gun was not present,
That's
he'd be
legal.
alive.
What he was doing,
not
having
saying-
a gun on him
I'm
was
not saying whether it
legal.
was legal or
So
not.
what if it was
I
had a
know,
gun?
Of course. I'm saying that if
So what?
If that guy discharged that rifle or the pistol as he ran away that disarmed him, that man should be charged for his
Okay,
his
but I'm going back to where he had a gun on him. Like, because that's the rhetoric that both parties say, because he had a gun. So what? He had a gun. Okay, I get the part that he was in the street. That's unlawful in their state or county or city.
Well, they didn't know
I
he
get
had a
that.
gun until
Okay.
they were taking him down, and that's
Who cares?
That's what I'm saying is they shouted it to each other. Probably they're like, "Hey, gun." That's what I'm saying is whenever you're doing
Before or after?
during whenever they start holding him down and they're detaining him, there was probably, "Hey, gun." They probably announced it to each other verbally, and then they didn't know anything next until shots fired. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's where they responded. Shots fired. Those agents, the ones that like were holding his arm that couldn't see his back, like, you know what I mean? If you're holding one arm, you can't see his other arm. You don't know if he went by. You get what I'm saying? That's where their training went in to do that. So those people, again, I don't hold them accountable, but I think that again it was a weapon safety rule. Fingers straighten off the trigger unless you intend to pull the trigger.
Who did?
No, I'm saying that's a weapon safety rule. It's in the military. It's in.
But did Alex try to do that?
No, but I'm saying that agent, whenever he disarmed him, when he was running, if he didn't have his fingers straighten off the trigger,
Because the cops are idiots, bro. Cops are idiots. They got low IQ. They don't know. Cops don't know the Constitution that they swore to protect. They think they do, but they don't know. That's why they earn the hate so much. That the things that they do, their action, they think they're good cops, but they're not good cops at all.
That's a general statement.
No, it's not. It's a fact.
There are some, but
that's a fact. If you go ask a cop, can you tell me what amendment is this? They won't even tell. They won't,
They're
like,
not incentivized to either.
but they swore to protect it and defend it.
I agree with you.
So then why would a cop not be so proud of it? The cops will tell you this. I'm proud to become a cop because I'm here to serve my community. I'm here to do these wonderful things. But they don't do that. They do the opposite. They do the opposite.
No,
They pretend to serve the community, but they don't serve the community. They do not, bro. That's why they earn the hate so much, because they are order followers. Huh?
A lot of it's not their decision.
Absolutely. Nobody put a gun to a cop and you gotta follow these orders. They
No,
can
but I'm saying-
they can say, you know what, man, like fuck, nah,
For
man.
example, Maryland Parkway, terrible road. I see them drive up and down people that are committing crimes actively, whether it be the homelessness, selling drugs, things like that, and they don't do anything about it. So, why don't they do things about it? Whether it's the judges let them back out onto the streets because they're not going to hold them accountable. They're not protecting the citizens either way. But I do think that there's more things to play than just that individual cop. And I do agree with you that most cops don't know because they're not incentivized to look. Because even if, think about it, if they were like brought amongst themselves and they went to their superior and was like, hey, I agree with this, I want to stand by this, then what do you think they're going to say? Do you think they're going to bat them back down and be like, no, our policy says this? Or no?
That's a problem. See,
that's exactly what I'm saying.
Policy followers instead of following the orders of the Constitution that they
Exactly
sort of
my
protect
point.
and defend.
They're
That's
gonna
why,
get back down just like the rest of us.
I'm a big time activist, bro. And most of the violations that comes are the first and the fourth one, and it just people are sick and tired of, bro. Like people getting their rights violated. People, cops they just don't care, bro. That's why I wish that the First Amendment Committee will be millions of people are doing this shit, bro.
Well, there's no
But-
accountability either way, though.
That's the thing.
And so, and even I've had small infractions of things that were still against the law, to where I could report them, like with leasing offices and housings and different things like that. Still report them verbatim. Hey, this is what's wrong. There's no place that says, hey, this is a crime. Let's find them. Let's take them individually accountable as a company. You know what I mean? But you have to take them to court through a lawyer.
Yeah,
and then if the lawyer gets this pool of people, oh, you're a grandma. Oh, you're a minority. Oh, someone will feel bad for you.
Yeah.
Exactly, and then they just get a paycheck, and that's how the system works here. And you're right, 100%. It's frustrating when you could show them straight in their face, hey, this is wrong, and they're like, well, you just don't matter enough.
When you heard the speech that Kristi Noem gave, what did you think when she said what she said about Alex? Do you think that she meant it? Do you think that
I didn't watch Kristi Noem, but I watched Greg.
Okay, how about him?
I thought that his was very cut and dry, but he left out a lot of information. He was trying to play nice, and I think that's a big reason why he got pulled out and Tom Homan kind of put in, because his speech today was a lot better.
But do you hear when he said that he approached them with a gun? That was like he was reaching for so much to.
He left out. That's what I'm saying.
But you believe
what he should have said is.
Do you believe every word that he said, Greg Rovino?
Every word
about Alex.
Every word was true, but it was misleading. The way that he spaced things out and the way that he said it.
What was true? What was true what he said?
Well,
Greg.
technically speaking, he did impede and he had a gun.
Okay.
But he said it
so
together.
what about the gun?
No,
See,
but
there we
exactly.
go with the gun.
I
So
agree
what?
with you. Exactly.
He was going to carry it. Who cares how to go?
So
let's see how to sign. And he was impeding.
They're adding it in to imply information. That's what I'm saying to you. They're playing. It's both sides.
So you think they're brainwashing people?
Both sides are doing it.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Both sides are doing it. The truth is in them. That's why I told
so
you.
You're not falling for it though, right?
No, that's why I told you my assessment was watching the videos myself. Nobody was even saying that he fired the gun walking away until a day or two after.
A lot of dumbasses are saying that he was going up to them and nah, he didn't.
No.
Bro,
he was down on the ground. He had his hands held, and then he was disarmed. The guy was running away with the firearm, and and I watched the video. I saw that the shot went from there. His hand jerked.
Yeah.
So and I watched it myself. I was sitting there with my buddy, and then my buddy's like, "Oh, no one's saying that it discharged." I'm like, "Bro, don't trust the media. I'm telling you, we watched it together. We sat in Discord." And I streamed it to him. I was like, bro,
you can see different angles and shit. And one angle was like
angles,
where
man.
you can see his hand jerk. And
exactly.
I was like, so he yelled.
Well, the thing,
shot,
it was
and
the
then next
sound.
thing,
I
boom.
was like, where did it come from? That was my first indicator because you know, I was in the military, I was in the Marine Corps for 5 years, so like I searched some of these trainings of things. It's like you know how to like react in certain situations, and it's instinct willful obedience to orders. So you respond to something based on the order, because if you hesitate, people die. That's how you're trained to do certain things. So with this, as soon as the shot goes up, that's why they shot.
But the difference, bro, the difference is that you're in war, is they're not in. You're not in actual war, like fighting a real enemy. You're actually.
A lot of these things are reciprocal with police and everything like that. Like that wouldn't be any different from how they would.
And the reason why, the reason why he died, not because he had a gun on him, it's because a fucking swine said, gun. So the guy pulled. You can see he clearly went and pointed right in his back.
He should have
and
said
boom,
that
boom.
He should have said
Bro.
that he maintained control of that gun. As soon as that agent had control of that gun, he should have announced it to everybody that he had seized that gun and the threat is maintained.
But they don't. That the
They
issue
should
is
have done
that
that.
they don't do that. They don't care.
The
They
fact that
don't
he took a
care.
step away and then a full stride and fired is an issue.
And I
100%.
guarantee you that most, and I
But
guarantee
the
you,
right wing won't say that.
I guarantee you most, of course not. You know what I mean? So.
Of course.
Is that I guarantee you that most of the swines that were there, they saw that he grabbed the gun. They saw that shit, bro. There's no way that nobody saw the other swine disarmed him, and then all of a sudden someone and then like a dumbass he was, he let out a shot, and that's where, you know, Officer Safety comes in, and that's when they smoked that. Dog. But I know, guarantee that most of those fools, they saw that the gun was disarmed. And because of what the other swine said, they turned into, they responded to Officer Safety, and that's why they smoked them. Not because he had a gun on him. Don't believe that shit, bro.
I know
All that they got a gun on him, bro. I'm not gonna, bro. You're not gonna. I'm not gonna fall for that shit, bro.
Most of the people on that side of the fence are happy that guy got killed because they just want to use
Hold
him
on,
for
who?
ammunition.
Who?
The people that are anti-ICE, they are happy that
They
they
want to
got
use him as a
Alex-
they want to use him as a martyr in a sense.
Yeah.
Not saying that they're happy that he died, but they're happy to use it as a symbol.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
Same
shit.
thing as like Renee Good in a sense, because a lot of people are preying off the fact that she's a mother for people to feel bad and everything like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I know. I wouldn't make him a martyr. Which is sad, but you know. But there's no. To me, honestly, bro, it just. You know, to clarify that Alex Purdy didn't die because he had a gun on him.
No, of course not. No,
that's
of course not.
that you're not gonna.
It was because he impeded in trying to protect that woman that got shoved down.
That's not to me. I don't see nothing wrong with him trying to.
Are you live?
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not arguing the part that he was impeding, but to me,
We are live
the
downtown,
word
Las Vegas, with Terry Stotts.
Federal
This community
statute.
watchdog media with him.
I haven't read the statute. I haven't read it, so I'm just.
Well, they were trying to
paraphrasing.
arrest that woman. That's what was happening, and he was standing over top of her.
Impeding will be that you will be have physically be right there. But he wasn't. He was maybe like 10 feet away.
No, I can pull up the video.
So
Wait,
that
what
was-
part are you talking about? Because right
When he
after
was in
she
the
got
street
shot.
and he was like this,
No. After that. Because they weren't trying to arrest her until. So the woman got shoved down aggressively, which I don't necessarily agree with.
You have the video?
Yeah, I can pull it up.
Yeah, because he was telling the hey,
This is after that. This is right
so
when they were trying to
he's
arrest
in the
her.
middle of the street. I get it, but I'm trying to still figure out the impeding part of it. Like, where did the impeding part come? Because the car passed him by, and there was a white car to his left, and then the ICE was to his right. Another truck was to his right. So, when I'm just trying to, get in my head, how did the impeding team like? So if you had the video, I'd like to see it because I shot the little
I
video.
know it's on X. Let me.
Did you see that thing a week earlier where he kicked out the tail light of that?
Exactly, on
Ice
January
vehicle?
13th. Yes, exactly.
I mean, there's a nice, calm, cool, collected guy.
I agree that he's part of the group that's doing these things. They already found him from Cam Hickory's infiltration to figure it out. He went by he's been following them around. Because yeah, if you can pull up the X, I'm not logged in here. I do it on my computer.
I had to go on that phone.
You wouldn't have an Amex. Let me just Google it. I'll probably find it.
TikTok, you got TikTok, just guy punching Alex Reddy, and like all those videos will pop up.
These guys over here stole 5 of my signs over there. I had leaning up against that counter wall.
Oh yeah. Really.
You know, they're not for legality, and they're all thieves.
Like I don't agree. Like they get so emotional that they have to do something to you, and you still try to take care of your body count. Like, bro, like that kind of shit. I don't agree with that. Bro.
It's violent.
I don't agree with that shit. Unprovoked. I don't just like it. It doesn't.
But it just shows that their objective is to shut down individual voices. They're all about community, which is communism and socialism. That's when they say community, they mean you will bow.
Yeah,
like
there you
a
go.
communist bootlicker.
Alright, so let me see. Oh, this is the lady the other oh, you talking this is like
That's before. So
I need a more how he interacted with the eyes.
there's another angle.
Yeah, so I can tell you the word. That's what the video was so passing by. I don't see it.
This is the end of what I'm talking about. So this is right after he shoves that woman down, right? And then they go to arrest that woman, and then Alex goes over top of her and like punches over top of her. And then they're like trying to get around Alex to get to her. And that's what's going on right there. See, that's that woman right there. And then they're trying to get around Alex. And then like after a couple of tries to get around him, they're like, all right, come on. And that's when they start to grab him to arrest him.
Well, I want to know that's where that's crucial right there. That's exactly right there. Okay, where's the
How we're going to arrest him? No, they were trying to arrest that woman, and then he was.
I know, but
Yeah, that arrest with that woman.
where I want to see the video where supposedly he was in Cleveland and Cleveland where I have a link to I want before.
No, this is something that
I want before they speak to him. That's
well, no, this is the woman that's right here. He's getting in between them and the woman. The woman was at their door.
why did they shove him?
Well, no, that's what I'm saying.
That's why I gotta see the whole context.
That's what this is. So she just went back. This is where he was at the side still. She got chased away from their car because she was in their car.
That's why I need to see the whole video, the whole context, bro. So I can give a rebuttal to
They
you.
just
Otherwise,
shoved her, right? And then he goes in between, and then he starts standing above her. Right there, he's like above her.
because what the way I see it
And
is
that's
that to me, ICE initiated the violence first.
Yeah, with her.
No, with this fool, with Alex.
No, but
The only reason why they paper sprayed him because he was trying to protect the lady.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. He went like this up to the officer, and then the officer pepper sprayed.
I'm gonna run a stream over across the street.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he pepper sprayed because he put his arm up. He pulled out the pepper spray because this is the woman. So
Yeah,
no one's. That's Alex right there. He's filming. Nobody's talking to him. Nobody's fucking with him whatsoever. Nobody approached him whatsoever. He shoves this lady, right? And then that's when.
But do you think
That's when Alex comes up.
that's reasonable for ICE to
Not
do
at
that
all.
to him? You
But
know?
you can't. But even if so, like if you watch these guys shove a woman to the ground, would you stand up to this cop and try to fight him?
Well,
Honest question. Or would you take a
if that's
video
the
and
point,
record
if that's the point where they're gonna like beat the shit out of him, I'll try to go ahead and try to grab
Well, no,
him,
but
you
shove
know
to the
what I
ground
mean?
like that.
But for what? Why would they do that?
I agree with
though?
you.
You know what
So
I mean?
I would stand
like,
back
why
and
do you?
film it.
But see, why do cops gotta do that? That's the
I
problem.
agree with you.
know what
I don't
mean?
think that was done well, but I also don't agree with him standing up and he overstepped his line of authority trying to take it upon himself to physically stop that individual. Go through the proper channels, report these individuals. You get what I'm saying?
Nothing happens to them. Nothing will ever come
But that
to
doesn't
an accountability with
even
them.
so, that doesn't give him the right to do it no matter what. You know what I'm saying?
Talking about the cops?
No, Alex stepping in and doing that.
What, like
stepping, because he stepped to the cop like this. and
Like
that's
to
when
stop him, like, bro, you're doing the wrong thing by doing that. And you know, so in his
But even in-
morality, I get it, but okay, maybe that was.
I'm not saying whether
it
it's
was
morally right or, you know, I'm saying lawfully he wasn't lawfully right to do
I
that.
get it. I get it, bro.
And that's
I
where
get
that's
it.
where the impeding came in. And that's where it really was. And of course I'm not happy to see him die, but you know, I can see chronologically what events took place that led to it. You know, taking the emotion out of it. Do you know what I'm saying? And I do think that was the thing that, like, all right, we're gonna grab you now. And then that struggle after that ensued, and then the sad thing took place.
Because of what they do, bro, is that like I said, to me, cops are like